And hey everyone, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you today with a podcast number 261 with Binju on Stratos Network, Stratos Token, Life, Economics, and more. Bin, how's it going?
Everything good. Thank you. Thank you to have me today, Randy.
Yeah, it's thank you for making the time. I appreciate it. We just got we'll go over everything, but I don't know if you pay much attention to the overall macro and what the US government does. I know you're over out, and the company is based actually where?
Actually, Strato is the company. It's registered in Singapore, but the developer team is located in Canada.
Cool.
Mainly in Canada. We also have several team members outside Canada, but mainly in Canada.
We had a announcement of another rate cut today of 25 basis points, which is fine. The market reacted. It was very volatile today. It went down to Bitcoin went down to 1095, up to 111 now, and it tends to take other things along for the ride. A couple $100 million was wiped out were liquidated, shorts, longs, all of them. The overall market, when you first started this company, did you necessarily know that the macro was going to affect not only your token but the altcoins like this, or is that insignificant because of what you guys do?
Yeah, global economic is very important. It affect a lot of industry. The crypto is more important. It's more affected recently. But I was developer. I start with the technical side. So when we want to build the Stratos since 2021, we really driven to the tech side. At the moment, we didn't think about much about economic, and we really want to build something differently at the moment. And like I said, today the U.S. government, even Canada, they cut 25 interest today as well. But for me, I more care about the AWS was down 1 week before, was down yesterday, today
down today too.
Yeah, today too, and Azure of the Microsoft cloud it's had an issue as well. So yeah, so if we can go back to 2021 when we started to build the Stratos, and when I'm working for the company, we're using very heavily the Google Cloud, AWS Cloud. It's good. But when we start working on the cryptos, we think, Bitcoin it's decentralized. But the Ethereum is a decentralized ledger. If we really want to work on some, Web3, pure Web3, we really need build something pure decentralized infra. So the Web3 application, wallet, and others could be stand on top of the decentralized infra, not the centralized infra. So that's the dream we want to start back to 2021. So that's the goal. And I know the economic go up and go down, Strato token price go up and go down. But we never change our goal. We really want to build something the user could use. And it doesn't matter the decentralized, it doesn't matter for the crypto user or Web2 user. We really want to deliver something it's useful and let more people to use it. Then we hope to see the organic, the ecosystem could be increased organically, and we also hope our token price go higher when more users start using our infras. Yeah, that's
so. You talk about 2021, but I want to take it back, going way back a couple decades. Before you got into the field of transferring business data, you were a developer for Huawei, and you did that for half a decade, going to software developer of Isaacsoft, and then you got into Sherwood Hockey, where you were responsible for the transferring of business data. Where along those lines did you see a potential for disruption in the data transfer business?
Actually, yeah, for Huawei, actually, while working in China, but I moved to Canada since 2006. So the major career path for me actually is a company a special company in Montreal. They call MindGeek at the moment. I'm working for that company about 8 years. That's the one of the biggest, the adult content company, and I working for the pure backend side. It's working for their infra. Okay, so that infra is a support about 100 million user every day, and generate about 100 billion requests a transaction every day as well. So at the moment, we have the fully centralized but distributed system across the world because we have so many users, and I build most of them, and we support the video streaming, we support the transaction, we support even the fraud detection and all the ads system recommendation at the moment, AI relevant applications. So we did a great job. We really did a great job. So we gather a lot of useful experience and the technologies. So we think at the moment, since 2016, I started to learn about the Bitcoin, Ethereum. At the moment, we already have an idea. Maybe one day we really can build something in decentralized way to rebuild something we already done in that company. Just use the different technology, use the different strategy, but build something useful as well. So we looking for that opportunity since until 2021, we get that opportunity to start to build. So back to your questions, yeah, which company or which career experience gave me that idea is when I'm working for the MindGeek. For Huawei, it's a different system. It's for telecom company. At the moment, they don't have Bitcoin. I never thought, okay, what's a decentralized system? So yeah, actually in MindGeek, they gave me the idea. They also, when I start to read the white paper of the Bitcoin or Ethereum, at the moment I felt, oh, I was shocked. I said, so nice. They are so cool. We really want to contribute something in this industry. Yeah.
After MindGeek, you were co-founder and CTO
Actually, I'm not a co-founder. I'm not a CTO at the moment, but the MindGeek is a big company. I just start a new apartment they call cloud. Internal is cloud or data team. So I start that team by myself. I'm the only one at the beginning. Then after we have a team member, about 30 and 50 people in the same department, I started.
So that was FimeData?
Yeah. No. FimeData is the other startup after I left the MindGeek, and just before the Stratos.
And that one, your role there, I know it was.
Yeah, at that role, I'm the co-founder and the CTO. But the FimeData at the moment, we're doing the facial recognition. It's AI startup company. We do the facial recognition. We're using the camera to detect the users. When people go to the Amazon website, YouTube, or Twitter, the company always using the cookie technology to track users, so they know what the user prefer, what kind of product they want to purchase. But in the real world, in the shopping mall, they cannot track user, right? So the idea is we want to use camera to track users, not to know who they are. We just want to learn their behaviors at the moment. In 2018 and 2019, we're using the AI model to learn the user's behavior, predict what kind of product they prefer, and also to let the business owner know, in your store where you should put and where the user prefer, and you can learn more about users and give the user better deal or offer something differently. Yeah, that's what we do back to 2018 and 2019 for FimeData. After that, end of 2019, I think I want to try something differently. Then finally, I jumped to crypto world.
For FimeData, you've had a lot of success with all the stuff that you've done. Is that company still around? Did you just sell your shares and then?
FimeData, no.
Okay.
At the end of 2019, I quit.
Okay.
Yeah, purely
And
quit.
you've mentioned work in AI. So Google has just spent like $100 billion on AI. They've gone pretty crazy with it. Elon Musk has said that you should play to win or you shouldn't play at all. So for you guys in this industry where you play with AI a lot, it's a big part of your business. What does it take to win?
Yeah, actually in 2018 and 19, at the moment, the AI and the current AI is totally different, a different level. Right now, AI is more mature. Everyone likes the ChatGPT or Grok or others. They really can help you. But if we go back 2000, yeah, a couple of years before, like 2018, 19, at that moment, AI just like the toy. The accuracy is not good, and the model is not advanced like right now. So we only can do the basic stuff. We try with camera to track users' behavior, but the accuracy and others, because the computation power is not good enough, the result is not so ideal. Okay, there are a lot of errors, something is not good. But back to now, yeah, AI is so important. I even for me, a couple of years before, I working with AI for AI product, but up to now, I still was shocked that AI is grow up so fast. I think everyone need to, you cannot ignore AI anymore. Even myself, even my kids and my friend, we always talk AI every day, and we are also looking for how can we involved into the AI. And like this current Stratos, I talk to the team. We still have a conversation every day about, yeah, we're doing storage. How can we let our product to be involved into the AI? Every day we're talk about that. We think the ideas. We also try to talk to the different project. How can we cooperate to could support the AI in our, So anyway, yeah, if we want to win, you must with AI, but which industry and how we make it, we're still think about that. We don't have clear idea right now because everyone think AI, one is developer, all GPU, computing power, all algorithm, like the top people in Facebook, in Grok, or in Google. But most people, they still can participate by offer your data. AI getting better because they have better, clear data, and maybe that's the parts we can participate. And also, if you want to improve yourself before you need to start in school, university right now, not only that, you can work at home or you can learn from AI. You can talk to the AI, and yeah, everyone should participate with AI if you want to win. If you want to win big or you want to learn more. Yeah, AI is everywhere right now.
Agreed. Earlier this year, Trump had rescinded that 100-page executive order that, or the executive order that Biden had put in, which was 100 pages of regulations. So since the rescinding of that executive order, how have you guys, how has work become easier for you guys? Have you been able to grow and adapt a little bit easier since now the regulations are very skint?
Yeah, I know the US. Yeah, 2 years before, even 2024, a totally different story. But we're not much affected because we're not US company. We're
True.
not registered in US, so not much effect for us. But I know some project they're located in US, and some project was created by US citizen. There are some friends. They are affected a lot at the moment. And there are some friends they just want to stop because the regulation so heavy, the responsibility they need to take is so heavy. They were scared. They want to stop the business. I know some friends, because that regulation, they just gave up. But right now, everything is much, much better. A totally different world. And I'm happy with the friend who is in US and who start their business in US for the cryptos. Now they're good. Actually, now they can take advantage before they scared, but now they can take advantage because I'm the crypto company in US. It's different now.
I like the innovation that's come out of it. Like, there's obviously a bunch of crazy things, like I think killing the search engine, but some of the things I've seen on TikTok have been very wild. Do you go on TikTok at all? Do you go in? I know you probably don't have a ton of time, but do you ever doom scroll and see what other people are creating?
I don't do much.
It's people ask AI to make pretty obscene things, but at the end of the day, it's still fun.
Okay. You mean the something like Sora 2 or something to create some
Yeah, yeah,
AI
that.
video?
But there's also some things that someone asks AI to make like a cat, and it does, and then it'll say like, okay, make this cat, but make it even look more like a cat. And after like the fourth or fifth time, it puts the cat in like space, and it puts the cat. It's
Okay. Yeah, I saw a lot of video like that. It's not on TikTok, but there are a lot of other short video platform. They also have that. That's crazy. At the beginning, when we talk about AI, at the beginning we thought AI probably can just replace some labor or hard work, right? The robot can do some dirty work or very heavy work. But instead, actually, AI really can create video, audio. They can create the music. Actually, I listened to some music was created by AI. It's very good. It's very impressive. And they also can draw, right? Sometimes the picture was, some pen was drawn. I saw, oh, it looks very good. Then this, oh, this is drawn by AI. I'm very surprised. The AI, I thought they can help the human being to get rid of the heavy work. But no, AI, they are even more creative than us. Make me feel it's impossible, but the other way feel a little bit scared. Yeah, if AI can do everything, how they still need us? So this is the other big story, but we will see, yeah, how the AI will goes.
right now, whether it's for AI or for fraud and theft protection. Do you guys have any patents for any of the stuff that you're building?
No. At the beginning, we thought we could have some patent, but since the Bitcoin Ethereum, they don't have any patent. They have paper, they open source everything. That's what we learned, and that's what we followed. We open source the code. Everyone they're interested, they can just go GitHub and to read or to download our code. So we don't apply any patent for our project.
For you guys, you make everything secure. I guess how are you guys different than something like Signal, where Signal that has that end-to-end data encryption and the messages are private? How do your guys' tech differ?
Okay. Signal is some project, like the Telegram, all right, or WhatsApp. So they're sending the message in the secure way and let the people feel good. But it's good, but interesting, the Signal, they said they're decentralized, they're secure, but the Signal was built on AWS. We don't know, but we just know last week since the AWS was done.
Yeah.
Signal. So yeah, but what we are building is a decentralized storage. Okay, if our competitor is maybe is something like the Filecoin or Arway, so we help people to store their personal data or personal content in a decentralized solution. For example, now I'm in Canada. If I want to upload our videos, the current interview videos, from here, and this video will be stored at least 5 different locations across the world. I just upload once, they will distribute it to 5 places in the world. And anyone they want to watch this video, actually they can watch from Europe, China, or here. The people, they only need to watch to the video who close to them. So multiple copy, anyone they want to access, they just reach the one who close them. So the Strato decentralized storage is not only storage. Actually, you also can call it edge storage. Mean when you want to upload or download a file, they will always offer you in the edge. And we're not only storage because we're using different strategy and technology, and our performance is much better than most of the decentralized storage like Filecoin or VeVe, and they could give you the permission to download the file, but we give you the permission. You don't need to download. If you want to listen to the music, if you want to watch the video, you can just play. Just click on the VeVe, you can directly to play it. So sometimes we call ourselves Stratos, the decentralized CDN services as well. But compare with others, we have video on YouTube, but sometimes if because regulation or any reason, the YouTube they can block your account or remove your content. But if you're doing the same thing on Stratos, oh, you never worry about that because you have your key, right? It's not your key, it's not your coin. But on Stratos, it's not your key, it's not your content. As long as you keep your key, no one can block you, no one can remove your content. So you always keep your own ownership. Yeah, that's what we do.
That's a good point. I see that. For right now, I don't know if anyone or anything is quantum proof. There are certain worries that if quantum computing breaks certain type of signatures or other cryptographic approaches, that some people think it's like the end of the world. What are your guys' defense against that? Or do you feel like, well, if quantum computing does do that, there is no defense, and regardless of what anyone does, it's going to be bad?
Be honest, I saw a lot, especially a couple days before the Google show us the new quantum computing, right? The new machine. But compare the current algorithm for the Bitcoin, Ethereum, or even for Strato, it's the same level of the algorithm to protect, the cryptos. We're using the same level of the algorithm. It's still far away compared with the current Google machine, quantum machine. It's still far, far, far away. So, but maybe after 2 years, after 10 years, this still will be big threat. It's true. But meanwhile, the current algorithm, they also keeping, developing, right? They keeping update. So I know quantum computing power is going up, but we have our way to to protect the cryptos. That's why I'm not that worried. But if we go the other side, everyone talk about the Bitcoin will be big threats because of the quantum. But be honest, it's not. If the quant computing power is if it's so powerful, they even don't need to affect the Bitcoin. They can feel free to open the door of the bank. They can open any of the door in the internet or even the army. Right? It's at the moment Bitcoin is not that important because they can open any account, they can move any money from any bank. So there are no any doors if the quantum power is so powerful, but right now it's not. So that's why I feel, we need to be careful. We need to be aware because that hash algorithm need to be updated when the quantum power is getting bigger. But it won't happen in a day. At the meanwhile, in the years, the top institution or the university, they will getting the better or bigger algorithm, stronger algorithm to let the quantum, quantum computation cannot affect it. So then all the crypto projects, they just need to apply the new version of the hashing algorithm, then it should be okay. But yeah, but we need to be aware that, but it's not the end of the world, because you cannot expect, okay, quantum power is keeping change, but algorithm never update. No, everything is go up at the same time, right? So I'm not that worried.
It's good. It's good to hear you say that. I do want to get to the token, but I do want your opinion on one thing first. Mark Andreessen says that the problem that Google's quantum chip did a couple months ago is proof that the multiverse is real. I don't know if you subscribe to the Copenhagen interpretation or the many worlds theory, but what do you think about Mark Andreessen's words saying that the multiverse is real?
Somehow I believe that. Maybe I saw so much movies, but very interesting topic. I'm very happy to talk about this with you. Yeah, this will be very interested. If it's real, and we can think there are multiple worlds in the different universe. For example, here we're in the universe A. We have the Bitcoin. We have Stratos, but universe B, maybe they also have the same thing. Just the Bitcoin, they have, they are the different blockchain, and can they cross each other's? Maybe because some god they let the two universe to cross each other's. I'm not sure. Or maybe your Bitcoin K, you bring your Bitcoin K to the other universe B, and can you still use in your wallet? I don't think so, but I think it's very interesting. It's an interesting topic. I never thought about that. Is how they will affect the blockchain, how they will affect the hash code effect. Hey, it's very interesting.
Yeah,
I think
thought about
actually we
it.
should talk to some. We can make some movie about that.
That would be. I would love that. That might be a little too highbrow for a couple people, but I would still make it. When crypto has this alt season and we have a crazy amount of money, we'll talk. I know Darcy Donovan. She makes a bunch of movies. We'll go and talk to her. Be like, hey, let's make it fun.
Yeah. And maybe talk about the Bitcoin in the different universe. It's hard to understand, but recently the gold, right? The gold price is doubled this year.
Yeah.
So can I bring maybe 1 kilo gold from here to the other universe, to universe B? What happens? The gold will be the same price, or the gold go there is totally different stuff. It's not as expensive as here, or it's all gold everywhere. It's most of the cheaper, stuff in the other universe. I don't know, but it's very interesting.
Yeah. One day when it goes up, we'll have another meeting and we'll talk about the script, talk about the actors. So as we get into the token, we'll go into just the tokenomics of everything. So there are, if I'm reading this correctly, the max supply that originally there could ever be is 100 million tokens. That's the total supply.
Yeah.
So none were burned, but the circulating supply is 69 million. Everyone comment nice down below with 69. Are the other token were they burned, or are the other tokens just yet to be unlocked, and that's why there's 69 million?
Yeah, the red token was locked for mining. So for now, yeah, we learned from the Bitcoin, the 40% of the token is mean. 40 million tokens was locked for miner to mine.
And how long was it going to take for them to mine the rest of it?
We calculated they will for mine it take about 90 years.
Okay.
Yeah, it will take. We start to mine the token since 2020, end of 2023.
Okay.
Yeah, and we start to mine the tokens in the mainnet, but it will take about 90 years. And every 4 years, we we will, reduce 50%. Right now, every 10 minutes, the miner will mine about 80 tokens right now. But after every 4 years, it will be 80 to 40, 40 to 20. So this will be go about 90 years.
What do you need to mine these tokens? What equipment do you need?
Yeah, you just need a server. And actually, we have the document on our mainnet official website. They have a document to tell you, okay, what kind of server you need. It's not powerful server. You just need probably your computer or some computer. You play the game, you can use it, and you connect to the internet. You can just install the install our applications, or you can download the code from our GitHub and you install it. Then you keep it running. That's it. Like you mine the Bitcoin, you do nothing. You just start to run the mining code. Then your node will be online in 2 hours, because before it's online, we will verify your application, verify your hardware, and also verify your internet bandwidth. If everything is qualified and your node will be online in 2 hours, then if someone start to upload videos or upload their content, and a piece of the data will be located in your server, and then we will start to serving the service to these users, you will get reward. You will get 2 reward. Actually, 1 reward is our mining reward. Okay, we will send the mining reward every 10 minutes. The other reward is who using the Stratos, who need to pay, like the gas fee, right? You need to pay, the user need to pay, and it depends how many services they're using your node, and they will pay the fees, and we will forward the service fee to your wallet as well. So when you start to mine, you get mining reward, and you also get the service fee. Yeah,
And
it's not hard. Right now we have around 1,500 nodes in the world. It's across about more than 20 countries, mainly in Europe, and then it's North American. We also have some node in Australia. We also have some node in Asia.
Okay, so there's a bit of utility, I guess, as well, because you need to pay the gas fees in the STOTS token. What other utilities does it have? Like, can you pay for the services in the token?
Yeah. Utility of the Stratos one, the first utility, you can staking our tokens. Okay, like Ethereum, you're staking our token on the validator, you will get reward. 2, and the user, if they want to upload video or they want to upload the data or download the data, they need to use our token to pay the traffic fees. Okay, or you also can call it storage fee. Like you're using Google, you're the AWS, you need to pay the fees. The third one, if you want to run our node be Strato miners, you need to hold some tokens. You need to deposit to your node, right? We need to make sure when you run our node, you cannot just run for 5 minutes and then you're gone right away. So that will cost some uncertainty of the network. That's why you always need to deposit stokes in your node if you want to be the miner.
Yeah. For this, there's a couple of places people can get it. They can go on MEXC, they can go on Gate.io, Osmosis,
also
LA
you can get the Uniswap and some very small exchanges.
Yeah, that's something else I wanted to take a look at here. I'll go over to Gecko Terminal, and when you take a look at the liquidity for it, because Americans can't really get the on MEXC or Gate.io. I mean, they can with a VPN, but if you're not too familiar with that, the only place to really get it would be on Uniswap.
Yeah,
and
Uniswap.
There's a decent amount of liquidity there. There's $450,000 in liquidity, and that is split up between $40,000 in Ethereum, but almost $500,000 in the STOS token. Is there a plan to be able to kind of rebalance that liquidity a little bit so that people.
Before it balanced very well, but just because the recent months or 2 months, the price dropped so hard. That's why it looks like very unbalanced. Before it was balanced well. When the price is going up a little bit, the situation will getting better.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a rough year for crypto. I mean, Bitcoin's kind of near all-time highs, but Ethereum isn't. I think BNB is, but most of the top 100 are not. Alts are still in what would people consider a bear market. However, that being said, Stratos is actually up almost 50% on the month, 18% over the last couple of days. Can you explain why you think some people have a little bit renewed faith in the token? Did you guys come out and say, like, we have all these new clients, we have these new partnerships? Why is the sudden re-interest in the token and people are buying a lot?
I think somehow it's relevant to what happens recently of AWS or Azure. Yeah, everyone, they're interested to do it because it's not individual user. It's also a lot of crypto projects. I met some Web3 project as well, but most people, they really build their hosting on centralized exchange, centralized cloud, AWS or Google. And they feel this is more efficiency. And this is easy for them because the public cloud, for sure, they have better user experience. That is for sure. But this is real. Most of the projects probably they care about the user experience is important, but also they care much more about the token price, not what kind of infra they're building on. Because the user, they like trade, they like to bump token, they bump the price. But most of the user, it's hard, but it's true. They don't care about what you are building, what's behind your project. Not much people cared anymore. It still be cared back to 3, 4, 5 years before, because the most thing at the moment people think, oh, this project, the first thing they look at is not the price. The first thing they look at, are you really decentralized or not at the moment? But right now, no one cares. They say, okay, this price, who invested? Who is the big partner of this project? How much fund this team is get? Then let's bump it. So no one care about the technology behind the scene. So, but right now, since the AWS down again, and others down, I hope the crypto, not only crypto world, even the whole world think, yeah, maybe it's time I need to rethink about the infra, the centralized infra. Should I always give my data to someone it's hard to trust? Should I change my ideas? Should I change some strategies? Should I just manage my data by myself? I hope, because there are some outage of the centralized cloud, and people can think, oh, if anyone they worry about the Bitcoin, they don't want to put a Coinbase or Binance, they just want to hold by themselves. Why not they just try to hold their own valuable data by themselves? And I think that's the reason. I feel that's one of the reasons the people start to care, because they saw that some failure from centralized way. Maybe they start to care the decentralized infra is important, which they ignored for a while.
A lot of AI consumes a lot of water, a lot of energy, and you have some people that they don't get like NFTs because they're like, oh, it costs too much energy, but yet they're talking to ChatGPT multiple times a day. So I think there's going to be an inflection point where some people recognize, like, okay, they get into Web3, and then they have that. The first rule is like, not your keys, not your crypto. And if you guys, I feel like, are becoming a little disruptive because, okay, well, not your keys, not your data. not your storage. So the decentralized storage, I think, is really good. Do you guys have any partners or people that you guys sponsor to help advertise for you?
We have, but we don't have much recently. Yeah, most of the project is bleeding, right?
I would.
Yeah, there's a couple this recent 3 months is most of the dark period for us since 2021, and not only me, and most of the altcoin is going, the performance is not good. Yeah,
I help represent a bunch of companies on here that sponsor the channel, and I always looking for more. I would love to help you guys out. I'm sure we could work out a deal, because I interview people all the time. Very rarely do I go in and actually have them sponsor the channel, because a lot of times it's like, okay, here's your NFT project, or here's your metaverse, or here's or whatever, and it's not really that different from most of the other stuff that's out there. But I feel like you guys are. Could you help me out with this a little bit? Who would you say is your main competitor right now?
And the main competitor right now is Filecoin or Arway.
And
because we're all in the DePIN and also dedicated for decentralized storage right now.
Okay. We'll talk off camera for a bit, because I think there's a way to help each other out. Is there anything that you wanted to go over before we end it, before we go off camera? Something I didn't mention?
Yeah, okay. Yeah. In my idea, I feel decentralized storage or DePIN project will still bleeding for a little bit longer time, because right now everyone it doesn't matter, they want the GPU, they play with stock, the price, the performance much better. A lot of US stock, their performance even better than Ethereum and Bitcoin, right? So people now is focus on the price is too much. And the people like the AI, I like AI, but people not much think about how will AI affect, not only help you, also affect you. As me, couple years before, everyone care about the privacy, because everyone care about the privacy. So after that, they have regulation. When we go the website, they always bump up that, oh, this is the cookies, that's privacy, that's good. But in this couple of years, when AI help everyone, you talk to AI like your soulmate. You talk AI everything because you want to AI know your everything, then AI can help you. But we didn't realize, okay, every time when you talk AI too much, actually you give all your privacy to AI. Actually, they know everything about you before you even scared the cookie track you. The cookie know you're in the YouTube, then you go to Netflix. And after that, when you go to Amazon, they know which product you want to have. They show your ad. You feel scared because they know who you are like to buy. You're scared because that behavior. But right now, you don't scare anymore, even you tell them all your details. Your heart to the AI because you want to get the answer. But I think one day, people will realize I want to AI, but I still want all the data will be controlled by myself. So for me right now, all the data in the world is like the ocean. And the AI can get the ocean, get the water, they consume the ocean data, the water, to make the AI powerful and more smart. But your data in the ocean, you cannot limit the AI to read your data or to consume your data. But I think, in my mind, I think the decentralized storage like DePIN, like Stratos, is a small island in the huge ocean. You put your data on top of the water. You put your data on the decentralized storage on the island. So they cannot read your data in the water. They cannot climb on the island. Because if they want to go to the island to read your data, they don't have your key. So I really hope people one day, I don't know when, they can realize talk to AI, get help from AI, cooperate with the AI important. But you should have the permission to lock your own data, your privacy out of the AI. You just give to them when you give them permissions, not give them for free. And you protect something you want AI know. But a lot of things, even your business strategy, your security, you don't want AI knows. You put where? You put Gmail, you put anywhere, they still could get because they're all public. Oh, maybe you should use a decentralized storage. It's fully controlled by yourself. I really hope one day or some event happens or some accident happened, people will realize, yeah, my personal data, my privacy is so important. I really want to protect my privacy. So I really waiting for that momentum. When that happens, the decentralized storage will go back to people. People will start to think. They will reevaluate how the decentralized storage is valued. They
This
will
is why
revalue the valuation of us. So I hope that could come soon.
your thesis, that little blurb you just get, and someone will clip that and they'll turn it into its own clip, is the perfect reason why I would be one of the best sponsors for this token, is because I had this girl I was dating like a year ago, and it was one of the first documented cases of someone leaving their partner for AI. So I am I feel like I'm going to be one of those boomers in like 30 years telling their kids like, oh, you're not dating a real person, that's AI. And I'll call them like a clanker or something. Because I want the companies that own this AI to get as least amount of data as possible. However, that being said, if it's yours and they want it, they're probably going to want to pay for it at some point. So there was these stocks, and they're still around. One was called Illumina, and one was called CRISPR. CRISPR, you're probably familiar with. It's the gene editing technology. So people can go in, and it started off with like, okay, you have this cancer gene, you can, edit this gene so your kids don't have it. And then it started getting really weird into eugenics of just like, you want your kid to have blonde hair and blue eyes, we can make it happen. And people, and that stock went up pretty high, and this was years ago. But the stock Illumina, which made the tests for CRISPR to use, they stored all the data, and they went crazy because they were storing data on that genetic level. And for me, every single time I see something like this, the ones that make the test are the ones that actively do whatever, they make a good amount of money. But the people that store that data, they tend to make more, and that multiple of ROI tends to become even higher. One last thing before we bounce, I know I don't want to keep you too long. What's the next plan for Stratos adoption?
Yeah, for the adoptions, we try both. We try the business side and the user side. So that's why we implement a web page called showtoday.org. So we want user Web2 or Web3 user to try it for free. I know a lot of users, they like to try, but they don't have knowledge about the wallet. They don't know how to create the key. It's okay. As long as you register it, or even you don't register, you can use in our product. You can use it like the Dropbox. We also have 5Drop. You don't want any centralized cloud to keep your data. You can just use our tool to let the user to learn and to know. Oh, it's good. It's a user experience. It's very similar like the Google Drive or like Dropbox. Maybe I can try. That's one. We want to a lot of user to use it. The other is for business user. Business user is traditional business user like Web2 users, Web2 business user, or Web3 business user. Right now, actually, we're working with a project right now, and we help them to set up the networking and the environment. They are trying to using our storage to store their important data. We're in the pilot mode, and we agree with each other until they feel good. We won't, we won't announce anything. But if it's good, we probably will do the co-partnership, and we will do the co-marketing stuff. So yeah, we are trying to work in more projects who believe in decentralized storage, and also convince some traditional business user and to try us for free, and you feel different way, but you have fully control of your data. So the team always try our best to do, and the goal is like Google, they have so many business users, they also have huge amount of the individual users. So that's our plan, that's our goal.
There's definitely a lot to go over here, and I think people from the AWS crashes, they're beginning to see how something like Stratos can not only, it'll disrupt, it has the potential to disrupt this entire industry here, but as I don't think that many people are right now interested in the ROI. I think they're just interested in like, how can my company not go down when AWS does 2 times in 1 week? Like the VeVe company has that. I'm an affiliate for them, and yeah, their site is go down like 2 days this past week, and it's because a lot of people only have one system that they use instead of having a multivariate system, and this could be really. And again, I want to kind of end it here because I want to be respectful of your time, but yeah, this is a lot. We could do a lot of good work together. Thank you for joining so much, Ben. This has been great. Let's talk off camera for a little bit. Everyone say bye-bye to Dashi. Bye-bye, Dashi. And we'll have you on again. This is fun.
Thank you, Randy. Thank you.
Of course.